Initiating startup sequence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now plugged in.
Hey guys, and thank you for tuning in to episode 182 of the Plug and Play podcast. I'm your host Zach, and alongside me as always is Tim.
Welcome, minions.
I still think I need to figure out a different way to say that. That is a tongueful. As always is with
I
me
swear,
is,
if
is
you
Tim.
change it, it's going to mess you up literally for like 5 episodes in a row. Just go with it.
Alright, well guys, starting off today, we are drinking what, Tim?
We are enjoying a frosty brew called Nice Day IPA from Silver City Brewing.
Where's that out of? Silver City, Colorado? No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know if there's a Silver City, Colorado.
That's a good question. You didn't ask for that. You asked for the beer.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. It's a Northwest craft beer.
Cool.
Puget Sound.
Alright, so that'd be Washington.
Is in Bremerton, Washington.
Ah, Bremerton.
On Myhre Road. That's spelled M-Y-H-R-E. That's a weird word.
Never been there before.
Yeah. Well, now we got to go.
Yep,
There's actually a lot of Seattle breweries we should check out.
probably.
If we had like 3 more days after or before PAX, that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be really cool.
But anyway, the one we're enjoying today is a vibrant citrus and fruit juicy pale ale that finishes crisp and dry for super smashability. I guess you could smash your can after you drink it if you enjoy it. It's got Bravo, Citra, and Cascade hops, Northwest Pale, Munich, dark wheat, caramel wheat, Carafa, and light crystal malts. It's got an IBU of 55 and an ABV of 5.5. It's available year-round, on tap at the brewery, and in 12-ounce cans.
Nice. Well,
Cheers.
cheers. All right, guys. That is this first half tasty treat. Tim, what have you been up to this week?
Hey, Zach.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you seen my wife?
I've talked to her a couple times.
Okay, so she is alive. That's good.
She's alive. I don't know if she's being held against her will
It seems like it.
or being tortured.
She is on week 2 of her massive project at work, which is going well because she's amazing and she's, of course, put everything in motion, needs to be set in motion. But she's getting up at still god-awful hours in the morning.
So what you're saying is she's still fucking missing from the family.
Yeah, for a little while longer. But things are going good at work for her, so that's awesome. Just she's getting sometimes 4 hours of sleep, getting up at 1 in the morning after going to bed at 7.
12:45 I saw a few days ago. She was
That's the
I'm
day I was
getting up
talking
at 12:45, and I'm like, oh, fuck me. That's when I'm going to bed.
She promises that she will be free to spend the day before my birthday, because my actual birthday is kind of messed up this year. But
top of the morning to you.
yeah, I'm hoping that actually happens. I'll report back next week. See
All right.
if I actually get to spend a day with her. I'm
Cool.
hoping so, because I should have tracked how many hours I've actually spent with her this week.
You should. I would guess.
It'd be less than the fingers on my hand. It's probably between
Maybe less than the fingers on my hand. And if you don't know,
So,
I'm missing parts of my fingers.
those are not full hours even.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would guess maybe 3 hours for the whole week.
That's fucking crazy.
Which a relationship expert would call fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's doing good. I'm impressed that she's been able to keep going strong this long, and I'm praying she doesn't come down with a bug of some kind from this horrible thing she's doing to her body.
Shit.
So moving on from that, what else have I done? Oh, okay. Let's just pause and acknowledge that daylight savings time is bullshit.
It's really bullshit when you're awake, when the clock jumps, and you're looking at your phone, and you're like, fuck, it was supposed to be 2 a.m.,
Government
now
comes
it's 3
in
a.m.
the middle of the night and fucking steals an hour of sleep from you.
But sometimes they give it back.
Yeah, but my poor wife already is missing hours of
That's
sleep.
true.
We're like, you know what? We're going to take one more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't even...
How does that work? Does she get paid extra?
No, she's salary. She doesn't get paid shit.
Well, how does that work for people that are
I don't
not
know.
salary? I need to talk to somebody.
I mean, first of all, I think you'd have to be working at the time rollover at 2 a.m. that turns back into 1 a.m. or 3 a.m.
It went to
2 a.m.
3.
So it goes to 3, then 2?
No, it went from 1 to 3. It was 1:59, then all of a sudden it was 3 a.m.
So I looked into daylight savings, and people think it's because of the farmers.
Yeah.
Farmers no, fuck you. It's not. We hate it too.
It was because of the farmers.
No, it was not. I looked into it. So it was originally back in World War One. The Germans and Austrians were like, we need more hours to build bombs and shit. So they did it first, and then Europe went along with it too. It was originally called wartime, and then England came up with the nicer sounding summertime. And then in World War II, it became known as daylight savings. It was repealed, by the way, after World War One, and again, the Germans started it. World War II, we followed, and then it was repealed in America, except not in every state. So after World War II,
Repeal this shit.
some states were in daylight savings time, an hour off. So you'd be like going across state lines and like losing an hour, gaining an hour, and it was just a clusterfuck. So 1966, it was ratified in Congress to be official, and all of the states, except for Arizona, which Arizona, good for you, said, fuck you, we're not doing this bullshit. And Hawaii was never originally in the whole thing to begin with. So those two states got big thumbs up from me. So yeah, in a way, you can kind of blame the Nazis for this shit.
Like we say, fuck Nazis.
Fuck Nazis. So this, I hate. Every year I hate it. It messes my workflow. I feel sluggish the day after. Just nothing seems to go right the week after daylight savings. To compound the pain of daylight savings, my coffee maker went tits up the day before. I'm doing my daily routine, whatever, which starts
with coffee.
Pretty much. Like, I get out of bed,
take a shit.
I wasn't gonna say do some bathroom stuff, but sure. I go downstairs, I start a cup of coffee. That's before I do any grooming, any whatever.
Wiping.
Well, no, I meant like shaving or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Of course I wipe after.
I was trying to help you out here, explain what was
kind
going
of
on.
savage do you think I am? Just walking around with poop hanging on my butt? You did. Oh, that's what you think of me. All right. Well, screw you too. Anyway, I go downstairs to start my morning cup of coffee, my daily ritual. The smell, just before I even ingest it, that smell hits you and wakes you up. Makes you feel good. So I hit the button and I walk away.
Waking up is for just in
Pretty much. So I notice it sounds a little different. Like it's like it's
like a gear slipping.
Well, like when your car isn't quite turning over, like it sounds weaker.
Shit.
But I kept doing my thing and I walked around. I can't remember what. I look back and there's a pool of water under my coffee maker, and there's no coffee in my cup. Like, it emptied the entire reservoir on the counter. Did not even come.
So, it
like,
didn't even just break.
I would almost forgive it if it had managed to brew me a cup of coffee while doing that.
Yeah.
But no, it just almost...
It literally just gave you a fuck you.
It kind of shit the bed, like, all over my counter. So, I was like, okay, maybe it's a one-off. I took everything out and reset it. This time I put it over the sink, and same thing. So, that coffee maker's done. And it's just made me cranky all week, not having my morning coffee. Like, so
you could drive to the battleground, I'll give you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but that involves getting dressed, getting in a car. You understand?
I didn't say you had to get dressed.
Well, I still have to get in a car. Like, it's literally the first thing I want to do is have my
Uber
coffee.
Eats.
Someone at my front door, some poor bastard. Who's this asshole that's spending $17 for a cup of coffee? And I'd do it too. You think I wouldn't? So anyway, I'm not bitter about that at all.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I've been coming to work with giant cups of coffee from the coffee stand I go to. Like,
Jesus.
Like, normally I get like a 20 ounce. I'm coming to work with like a 32 of cold brew, which is like absurd. But anyway, enough about that. So, ending my week on kind of a sad note. My daughter's been in band for quite a few years now.
Okay.
And this week was the last week where she did a public band performance.
For like forever?
Yeah, she's going to be moving on to high school.
Yeah,
and
don't they have band?
They do. It's really competitive, and it would take up a lot of her time. And we've had a lot of discussion, and she's really gifted in math and science. And we feel that'd be a better use of her extracurricular activities to pursue that type of
Nerd.
thing. Well,
I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
No,
nothing
so
wrong
yeah,
with that.
so we're gonna have to, box up the instrument. It's kind of bittersweet. So
what did she play?
Just whatever I don't remember the names of the pieces offhand, but it wasn't just her. It was the whole band, and they split it up by grades. So there was like 6th grade and.
No, I know, but like, what did she
what
play?
instrument? The clarinet.
Okay.
So
I mean, she could still play it on her free time.
Yeah, and
she probably just won't.
I think she hasn't talked about it, like missing it, but like one night we were just kind of hanging out looking at stupid memes, and she actually wandered over to the piano that's in our library and started playing Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was kind of neat. So I'm really glad that she's had musical experience because I never got that. I can't play a musical instrument to save my life. And so I'm glad she has that little piece, even if it doesn't come up in her life very much. I think it's just kind of a nice way to round out your life.
Yeah.
So that was just a bittersweet moment, hearing her probably last public performance playing an instrument.
That's sad. But I'm glad you got to go to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, sorry to bring it down. What's your week been like?
I don't know where to start. Okay, so...
I'd start with the exciting one. The thing that you talked about being in the middle of the night. Or unless you weren't going to bring that up.
Is it on the list?
No.
What did I talk to you about in the middle of the night?
Well, why did you leave your house in the middle of the night the other day?
Oh, that's right!
Did you really forget about
Yeah,
that?
I forgot all about it.
What the fuck?
I thought it was like, I don't know, it's been a long week.
Okay.
So, at like, I don't know, what time was it? Like, I think I got the call at like 9:45.
Okay.
And I got this call, and I was like, fuck it, it's 503, I don't recognize the number, not answering it. So I leave a voicemail. And I listen to the voicemail. I always listen to a voicemail. And it's our security system calling from my office, and the alarms are going off. So I called them back, and I told them to send out the police department of where my shop is. And so I drove out there, got dressed, drove out there. Halfway out there, I realized I had my pocket knife on me. So I texted Tim and asked him for open carry state, which was already too late.
Why did you ask me when you didn't even have anything remotely resembling a firearm on your possession?
Because I wanted to know for future reference.
Okay.
So it like just dawned on me like halfway out there. I was like, I wonder if I could technically, as long as I didn't hide it, if I could bring it out with me. And it turns out I can. But I got to the shop.
Can I have a quick side note?
Yeah, what's up?
So my wife is convinced that like drug deals happen in our neighborhood, like cars pull up, people get in and out.
Yeah.
So I horrified her one night by strapping on my shoulder harness with my 45, just walking around the neighborhood a little bit. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, so I got to the shop, and I couldn't see anything, and there was nobody outside. And so I drove around the building a couple times, nobody there. Called the security company. They said the police were there, they cleared it, and they already left, which was, I say bullshit, because it took me like 15 minutes to get there. They were supposed to wait for me, I thought, from what the security company said, and they just like up and left. So, whatever.
Well, I mean, it's probably a low priority if they had
Probably.
any other like jeopardy to life and property.
Probably. But anyway, so I got out. I parked my car in front of the door, got out, let myself in, turned off the security alarm, walked around the shop for a little bit, made sure there's nothing like randomly on the inside, and all the while had my pocket knife out just in case.
I'll stab you.
No, it was like in like a real stabbing motion, not like a little like Weasley like arm straight out. It was like a
He's doing like the hammer motion.
yeah, like a hammer motion, just like I'm ready to like stab down on some fool right in the scalp.
Oh.
Yeah. And so then I didn't see anything inside the shop, so I went back outside. And when I got outside, there was like a dude at the end of the building, like walking around with like his, like just like kind of like walking around. So I got back in my car because he's substantially bigger than me. He's probably like Tim's height, heavier weight, and like a really shitty like 90s like bleached hair, like where like he bleaches so long it kind of turned orange.
Ew.
Yeah. So I drove down towards him, and I got back on the phone with the security company and just told him what I was doing. I told him I reset the alarm, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "The fucking alarm's going off, you dumb shit." And he was just like, "Oh, well, why is it doing that?" And I was like, "'Cause somebody fucking tried to get in." And like, I was just being like an asshole. It was like 10:15 at this point. I was pissed.
And this is not like an area where just random passerbys.
No, this is like on an industrial like complex road.
So it'd be weird for anybody to be there randomly at 10 at night.
Very weird. And I don't recognize the guy. And he's like on a...
And he's got a shitty haircut.
Yeah, he's got a shitty... Like, it wasn't even... Like,
Hair
it was
dye.
Like, yeah, hair dye. So then I drove around the building a few times.
Instantly suspicious.
Instantly suspicious. And he's wearing a really baggy blue sweatshirt and cargo shorts. Very suspicious. And so I drove around the building a few times. He was still there. And I asked him, like, every time I passed him, like, can I help you with something? No, I'm just looking around. And I was like, all right. So then I got off the phone with the security company. I called non-emergency line 311 and got on the phone with the dispatcher finally at 911 operations, and decided I was going to go the opposite way around the building. And she gave her the description of the gentleman. And then when I was going the opposite way around the building, my headlights caught a license plate, so I could see there was this car hidden behind this bush on this gravel road next to my shop. And I was like, hey, I have a license plate now for you that I've never seen before. I couldn't see there was a car going the opposite direction, but I can see a car now. Or I can see the front of a car in a license plate. So I gave her the license plate, and she instantly comes back with a, well, that's suspicious. And I was like, what's suspicious? And she was like, I can't really tell you, but I can tell you right now that's a suspicious license plate. And I was like, all right. So then I was like, I have an idea. And she was like, okay. And I was like, so I pulled around the building, I parked, I backed up, and then backed my car towards the exit with my high beams on him the whole entire time. And she was like, I'm going to give this back to the officer that was out at your shop, and he's going to come back out there, and I'll let you know what to do. And I was like, all right. So, like, I don't know, it took like a minute or two for her to get back on the line, to actually like come back to talking to me. And she goes, so has he left? I said, no, we're in a stare down competition now. He's on the opposite side of the parking lot standing in my high beams, and I'm on the other side just flashing my high beams at him.
Like an asshole.
He's just standing there staring at me, and she goes, well, that's creepy. The officer said he'd like you to leave, please, and that he will go and talk to the gentleman. So, like, a half an hour later, the cop calls me and asks, so, can you explain what you're happening? I was like, well, I got really annoyed that he wasn't leaving, so I started flashing my high beams on him, and he goes, well, I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. But I will tell you right now that that's a rental car out of the middle of Oregon. That car should not be in our little town, and especially not near your shop. I never heard back from the cop after, and my alarm never went off, so I'm assuming either the guy got spooked after I flashed him on the high beams, or the cop talked to him and he left. I don't know. Weird. It was a very weird situation. And
so what would it take to set off your alarm? Would you have to, if you just jiggle the door?
No, because I jiggle the door just to make sure they're locked.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would take.
Okay.
Because it doesn't happen very often.
But you don't think it was actually broken into?
No, I mean, it wasn't broken into. There's no way that he got in and locked the door.
Weird.
There's no broken windows.
Huh.
So, it was very weird. We also, for a little side note, down where he was standing next to is Ward Weaver engraved in the cement. So that was kind of creepy.
Maybe it was the ghost of Ward Weaver.
Maybe it was.
I don't think Ward Weaver's dead. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Who knows? Fuck that guy. He's like a Nazi.
Well, what other thing happened this week?
So I power washed our whole entire cement wall.
Dang.
Yeah, that took all fucking day.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, so we have this huge wall that like wraps around, I don't know, half of my property, roughly, almost.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all individual bricks, and I power washed the tops and the sides and the fronts.
Wow.
Yep. So it's nice and clean now.
Okay.
Looks good. No more moss growing on them. I plan on raking out all the moss next weekend and then putting in all new bark dust.
Cool.
So that's the property maintenance, staying on top of it so that nothing gets too crazy. I'm going to power wash the driveway also next weekend, hopefully.
Cool.
And then I also been checking out a new social media experience called Kwippy. Kwippy.
Okay. Tell me about Kwippy.
Kwippy is a new social media like interaction platform.
Okay.
So think of Instagram with challenges.
Take a picture of your butt.
Basically. So today's Pi Day. Find the most round object. And then like
my butt cheek.
Sporadically throughout the day. It could be one a day. Today was only one.
Uh-huh.
But yesterday they had 3.
Are you getting a clue what my Kwippy account would look like?
Yeah, but who?
Lots of butts.
And so you take this, and then people vote. All the other Kwippy members
better vote my butt up, or I'm gonna come talk to them.
I mean, people do post their shirts a lot.
It's not my butt.
Well, download Kwippy and get your butt on there.
I'll check it out later.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I really like it.
Okay, how many challenges or whatever you've done?
I've done one so far, just because for some reason it's even though
you just started this,
they
you've been skipping
just
challenges.
started. No, they just started.
Okay.
So like they've been a few other challenges that I've accidentally missed. For some reason, my phone's not getting notifications of when a challenge starts.
I don't want to do this, but I want to kind of have like a thing. Like I won't actually take pictures of my butt, but I want a theme like that.
Genitals.
No. Nothing will get me banned. But like, what if it was always somehow related to clowns? Or...
I mean, there is one person that seems to only post photos relating to dogs.
Yeah, that's kind of cute though. I want something not exactly creepy, but definitely neighboring creepy.
Okay. I mean, you
I'll
could
think-
do that.
I'll
Yeah.
have to think about this.
Yeah. So I find it really fun, and people can not only just vote on your stuff, they can also comment stuff, so you can get like little threads. Like today, I posted for the circle thing. I had a LaCroix can on my desk, so I just took a picture of the top of the LaCroix, and so like we went on like a 8-person like spree talking about LaCroix and our favorite ones.
That's cool.
LaCroix is a carbonated water, if you don't know, the flavored carbonated water in a can. So that's what I've been up to this week. You ready to talk some news?
Yes. Let's talk some news.
Oh, wait.
That means let's talk some news.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
You ready to talk some news?
Yeah, I think I said I was.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Why don't you kick off the news?
Sure. I have lots of fond memories as a child of saving up like $20 or getting a birthday check, and there was one place I wanted to blow all of that money.
I have a really boy story about this place.
Okay. So when I was a kid, Toys R Us was like a big deal.
Go get your index card and bring it up to the front and get your game console or game.
Yeah. That was kind of weird. As far when it came to gaming, they kept everything behind a locked door. You'd bring up a paper slip and pay for it at the register.
Yep.
And then go get your game.
It's kind of like what Costco does.
Yeah, kind of. For like gift cards and stuff.
Yeah.
But even they, I think, have the consoles out on the main floor.
I'm
now.
not sure. I know for some games they don't, but
But yeah, you would wander down the aisles and see Legos, and G.I. Joes, and Transformers, all these cool toys. And like my parents wouldn't take me to Toys R Us very often because, well, we didn't have a ton of money. So like I would want stuff,
Yep.
But when I got money, like birthdays or if I'd done some chores, I would be like, "Mom, can I go to Toys R Us?" And then I would like agonize like literally for an hour because, you know,
you only got to buy one thing.
well,
maybe
I mean,
two.
$20 was a little more back in that time, but still, yeah, probably
Yeah.
like two things.
Yeah,
Unless
you
something-
want to make sure you got
unless
the
you got
right
something
two
lame
things.
like the dollar toys, like silly putty. Anyway, I bring all this up because Toys R Us are basically going away. They're
Bye, Felicia.
they're closing down all over, clearancing out their inventory. They missed some payments to some of their vendors, and yeah, I mean, a lot of it's got to be due to online sales like Amazon. People don't
Hit
go
the
to
road, Jack, and don't you come back no
KB
more. No
Toys
more, no
closed
more,
like I don't know 20 years ago now, long time
I
ago.
think KB is actually GameStop, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's Funko maybe. GameStop has had a weird history. It was like EB Games.
Oh,
and
that's what I'm thinking
Electronic
of. Never mind.
Boutique.
Nope, that's
and
what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of EB.
KB Toys also sold video games, but they were like a
Was KB Toys just around here?
no. I think there was quite a few of them.
Okay.
KB Toys wasn't as cool though, because they did like really cramped aisles and like everything.
Very cramped aisles.
Toys R Us was like a luxury experience. Like
Yeah.
big wide aisles, lots of colorful posters.
Yeah.
They had a mascot, you know, Jeffrey. For a while,
Jeffrey the Giraffe.
for a while they had like a birthday club where you got like a free coupon for I don't know something between $1 and $5 off your purchase. I can't remember how much it was, but I was excited to get that.
That's cool.
So I'm kind of sad Toys R Us going away. It's just
Yeah.
definitely end of an era there, and like stores like our local Fred Meyer's, Kroger nationally, or Walmart will have some toys, but it's just not quite the same.
I mean, I guess I could break your hopes and dreams even more.
What?
I heard a reputable rumor today that Fred Meyer's Kroger is going to be eliminating everything but food, including clothing and toys.
Did you say butt food?
But food.
All right, I don't know why I'm focused on butts today. All right, so that's the end of that story. Further sadness?
Tim, break my heart again. Hey, wait. You said it. You had the perfect, the perfect setup for this next one, and you just kept going. It's the end of an era.
I forgot what it was, honestly, so I'm just going to let it go into the universe. So, brilliant mind Stephen Hawking's left us this week at 76, I believe.
Yeah.
Or 77.
76, I think.
So he had ALS, and he was in his 20s
He's
diagnosed.
the longest living ALS member, right?
He's got to be up there. He was given like 2 years to live in his 20s, and he lived like 50 more years.
And surprising fact I didn't know about that, he actually attributes that diagnosis of 2 years to his success.
Well, it drove him. Yeah, he was like, okay, I don't have much time. I've got to, do everything I can. So he would stay up and he formulated all his theories about black holes in the universe, and just because he was so driven.
And then he was a smartass and called one a white hole.
So he was kind of an asshole like you.
He was kind of, me
He
and
would make
me and him would get along really well.
He would make bets with other scientists, and like the bets would involve like a year's subscription to Penthouse magazine or other.
I mean, I think this guy and me could have been friends.
He would run over people's feet with his wheelchair on purpose. He would make like totally off-color jokes with his robot voice.
So I think it was Oxford. I was reading a story. He went to Oxford, and I think it was for his master's degree, and he was going for his his doctorate, and he was gonna fail.
Okay.
And he told Oxford, "If you fail me, I will come back here and finish my doctorates here.
They're like,
if
"Oh,
you
shit."
don't, I will go." And I can't remember, like Harvard or something like that.
And they're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, they passed him. They were like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Just to get rid of him. Get this crazy guy in his chair out of here.
Yeah.
But brilliant mind.
I don't think at that point he actually had a chair.
Yeah, if he did. He put off going to the chair as long as he could.
Yeah, I think he had crutches at that point, and he could still talk.
Yeah, that disease.
A lot of people, especially my generation, don't know him of being able to actually speak words of himself. It's always computer digitalized.
That's partially due to things like The Simpsons and other popular culture. He was on an episode of
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. He's good for him.
Yeah. I mean, he did a lot of shit, not just sciencey stuff.
He got to go into not space, but that thing where they dive down from way high in the atmosphere and you go free falling for a bit. He said he could have done that forever.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's cool.
I'm glad he got to do that. So, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, you big asshole.
Yeah. I'll let you cover the next two since they're sort of related.
So, March 10th, guys.
Mario Day.
Mario Day.
That happened.
Yep. Google Maps, if you clicked on the little famous Mario coin box, it went popped
Let's
up.
go!
Yeah, let's go! And then
when you
click
arrived at your destination, you go, woohoo!
Yeah, exactly.
And the whole time, instead of like the normal cursor on the map, which I don't even know what it is.
It's
like
normally just an arrow.
Yeah, it
was a Mario on his go-kart.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was super awesome.
I started putting in the destination to places I was going, even if I knew how to get there. just to see the little Mario Kart on the map.
That's cool. I wish they'd keep that type of shit around.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know, it would lose its novelty. So.
Not for me.
All right. Well, I mean, maybe you'll see more of that thanks to the next story.
Maybe. So the next story, guys, comes to us from the Crunch, or TechCrunch.com, not thecrunch.com. That's probably a different website. Google is using...
Way to send everybody to a porn site.
I know, thanks. Google is using maps to turn every video game into an Earth-sized epic space.
So like open world games?
Yeah, so like think GTA 5 and the spry layout of Los Angeles landmarks. Google Maps has literally dropped all of Maps API into a nice, playable video game designer's heaven, giving them real-world geography, geometry, throwing 100 million 3D buildings, landmarks, and more into developers' design repertoires. Game studios will now be able to use these maps to serve as a basis of their digital environments, with all the models turned into game objects in the Unity game engine, and are ready to be tweaked and have textures applied to them already.
That's pretty cool.
So, think of like open world maps that are like fucking legit.
We gotta find some developers to make like secret bonus like items show up at our houses.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be really cool.
But wait, then they know where we live. Then we have to stab people. That sounds good. Never mind. Bad idea. Never mind.
No, that's a good idea.
Whatever. You'd like run away if he was bigger than you. We already established this in this previously.
I will stab them if they come to my place.
All right. Anyway, is that the end of the news?
Yep.
Okay.
You better talk some tech.
Let's do some tech talk.
Wait.
What?
I was going to tell my story about Toys R Us.
Well, you forgot. That was like a while ago.
No, we're going back.
But I want a tech talk. Okay, fine.
Fine, you want tech talk?
Now I want Toys R Us now.
Alright, so, when I was a wee little boy, I used to collect these, like, WWF action figures.
Okay.
And...
How good of action figures were they? They bend or...
No, they were kind of like this, I probably still have them somewhere around here.
Okay, so
just like the arms moved, legs moved.
So they did move a little bit.
Yeah, they moved a little bit. Like the arms moved up and down. Like I think the wrists moved and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it was like right at the beginning, like where like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock were all famous and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's this guy named Triple H. You ever watch wrestling?
No, not really.
Okay, so there's a guy named Triple H, and his wife is Stephanie McMahon, the
Okay.
owner's daughter.
Okay.
And so I had all these wrestlers, and I went to Toys R Us, and I saw Stephanie McMahon, and they made her boobs huge. So I had to buy the Stephanie McMahon action figure to have this big booby action figure. Hashtag 7-year-old brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's my Toys R Us story.
Tech Talk.
I'm everywhere.
All right.
This week you get to talk some tech.
Yep, I do. So, we talked about it a few weeks ago about my fans on my PC going out.
From Cooler Master,
From
right?
Cooler Master going out. And they made it right. After the episode, they sent me over 7 new fans.
Everybody, be quiet for a second.
I can't hear anything.
Yep.
So, they sent me 7 brand new fans. They're all silent. So, I spent all last Saturday night. I'm actually going to pull it up here in a second. I spent all last Saturday night tweaking my case modification, like rerunning all the wires to make them how I wanted them.
Right.
And then I spent the night moving the radiator. Well, here, let me pull it up and I will play it for you. Was it on? Yes, it was right here. Cooler Master fans over. So we got the new Cooler Master fans over here. So I'm showing you a video of the fans.
And I got
There's
all
my case.
the fans taken out of my case. So we're going to move the radiator from the front, pushing in, to the back, pushing out. And other than that, we're going to have the same out coming at the top, and then in from the front. So, yeah, that's what
So that's how I spent my Saturday night.
So this is the first time I've seen your PC like actually all together.
It's done.
Yes.
So finally, after a year, it's done. I literally had those parts before we... Probably... Yeah, at least a year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So...
It's good to see your PC finally.
Yeah, so I put the
Like
radiator
all
against the back grate. I have a fan pushing through the radiator out the back. And I have 3 fans across the top that are pushing out. I have 3 fans in the front pushing in. So, yeah, it's nice. It's quiet. It looks good. And I'm very happy with the way it turned out.
Cool.
So, you guys can check out that little video I made over at our Twitter account at Plug and Play Cast as well. So,
Maybe you should put it on YouTube as well.
yeah, I could do that too.
Actually, it's probably short enough. It'll probably fit on Instagram as well.
I think it is on Instagram.
It is, okay.
I think it is on Instagram at Plug and Play Cast as well.
Okay, cool.
Along with a video of the lights, I believe, on Instagram as well.
Cool. So check that out.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we are going to refill our glasses with a new tasty treat, and we will be right back after this.
All right. And we are back. Tasty treats in hand. Did you put this on the outline?
Not yet.
All right, guys. So is the Bourbon County Barrel Aged
Stout.
from Goose Island?
Yep. So this is aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels for, I believe, 100 days.
Okay.
This year, they do this every year, and this year it's got some more stronger chocolate notes than last year. I'm excited to try this. Like, it's apparently an event release every year. This event I released back in November.
Nice. Cheers. Smells really, really good. Very aroma.
It is pretty sweet. It's light in body, though. It doesn't have a heavy body like
No, it
Oktoberfest.
doesn't. No, not usually.
It's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
I don't know if
Very smooth, like the Glen Grant 16-year single Scotch.
This is, I think, a double, if I remember right. It's 12.6, so it's a strong beer.
Nice. It's a very good beer.
Yeah, it's yummy. I'm going to drink all of this. Pretty good.
Yep. All right, so Goose. Again, that's Goose Island. Bourbon County, right?
Yes, Bourbon County brand stout. It's delicious. But we've had our tasty treat. What does that mean?
It means, give me 1 second to pull up our mixer right next beside me. All right, I got the mixer here. You ready to kick it?
Let's kick it.
Tim, kick us off this week.
All right, everybody. I dare
Kick it!
I dare you to check out this Kickstarter.
I'm doing it right now.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Friends are people you can trust. Best friends are people you can trust to humiliate you. Friends comfort you when you need it most. Best friends laugh at your pain. Friends play normal party games. Best friends play daring contest. Will there be a moment no one can stop talking about? Or one no one wants to mention again?
No, this game does
Put your
require
best
you to do a
friendships
dare.
to the test. Daring contest. Make it weird. Then make it weirder.
Hi, I'm Rami, creator of Unstable
Hi,
Unicorns,
Rami.
and I'm here to tell you about Daring Contest.
Rami.
Each player starts with 5 dare cards, and one of those players will be the judge. At the beginning of a round, the judge flips over a modifier card, and each player puts in a dare face down that they're willing to perform in combination with the modifier. The judge shuffles the dares, flips them over, and chooses the one they want to see most. You might find yourself doing an interpretive dance while keeping a straight face, sitting in an invisible chair while tweaking your nipples, or covering your chest in condiments while having the time of your life. There are literally thousands of horrifying combinations that make the game super
Do they
fun
supply
to
the
play,
condiments?
and maybe even more fun to watch.
I mean,
If
it's
a
probably
player
common items
successfully
you have around you.
performs the dare and modifier, they earn the points and become the new judge. If not, they take a penalty. You might have to watch your friends seductively milk a cow whenever they speak, snarl every time someone reaches for a new card, or hide a raging boner. Some dares
I'm
have a
good at
star
that
in the
one.
bottom right corner, which means challengers
Like,
are welcome.
you mean like what I do
If
every
one of
day?
these dares is chosen,
You mean what I'm doing
any
right
player
now?
can try to perform the dare,
Ew.
and the judge will pick who did it best. The player with the most points at the end of 10 rounds wins. Yay!
Yay! I want this game. Tim, tell me how much this game's going to cost me.
Well, first, I want to read a little bit more about it. This game will not require you to go outside, physically harm yourself, or be funny. The cards will do that for you. The game may require you to interact with other humans, make horrifying noises not yet known to man, or do the dishes, because that's one of the dares. It's for up to 48 players, ages 18 and up. 17 to 72-hour playtime, because you won't be able to stop at actually 30 minutes, roughly, for a game. So they are asking for $10,000. Got 28 days to go. They've already got $54,000 and 70, a little more than that, with over 1,000 backers. $25 gets you the base game, which includes one daring contest card game plus a Kickstarter exclusive. The Dare Master for $50 gets you a daring contest card game, expansions, and a Kickstarter exclusive. That has a lot more backers actually than the original, just the game. The base game has 158 backers. The base game plus expansions has 839.
And what's the price difference?
$25. It's 25 versus 50.
I mean, I'll probably go for
Those are the only
25.
backing levels. There's no hi, give us money level. There's no we'll give you 10 copies of the game.
I mean, that's cool.
It's just do you want the game or do you want the game and expansions?
That's cool.
And
I
also,
respect that.
yeah, and either way, you will get some kind of Kickstarter exclusive, which will probably not be out when the game releases, in game stores. So that's my first one. I'm just gonna let it go with that. What's your first Kickstarter?
I have Iron Fist. Wait, no.
No, that's something else.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I have Iron Harvest.
What is Iron Harvest?
Well, I'm glad you asked over there. I'm about ready to harvest some iron.
What the hell? Let's let the developer talk about it.
Yeah, I really suck at this shit.
Hi guys. So, a couple of years ago, we stumbled over these amazing artworks by Jakub Brzezinski that
wish you
showed
guys could see.
mechs
These are
and
really cool.
strange machines in
You
early
can check them out
20th
at
century rural landscapes.
Kickstarter.com.
We actually thought that was about the coolest
Iron
thing
Harvest.
we'd ever seen,
And
and
our
that it would be the
Instagram account.
perfect
We'll post
setup for the
one of the
RTS we'd
artworks,
always
yeah.
dreamed about. The chances of this dream coming true were pretty slim, but here we are. This is Iron Harvest, a classic real-time strategy game set in the
This looks
alternate reality
fucking cool.
of 1920+. It's an RTS where the outcome of a battle is determined more by strategy and tactics rather than clicks per second or the size of your unit blob. A game with base
Are you talking
building,
about
a
the size of
cover
my
system,
unit?
and destructible environments.
Sex with the unit?
A game where
The size of my
strong
unit.
single-player
Oh,
campaigns
I mean,
are more important than
I'm trying to
DLC
still hide
and
my
long-term
raging boners.
monetization
This
opportunities.
game looks really good, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
So we talked to many RTS
Almost like
fans,
Age of
and
Empires
we conducted a
meets,
survey with over 15,000
mechs.
participants and listened to our community to find out what you guys actually want from a modern RTS.
And there's like
We combined your feedback with
icons
our
on
own
the screen,
ideas
but, like, not
and
too many.
came
It
up with
doesn't
a
look too
gameplay that
complicated.
gives you enough time to explore all your options, come up with a plan, execute this plan, and adjust it on the fly if necessary.
Did you say just my
Tactical
fly?
depth combined with player freedom.
Yeah,
That
to
is
get a
basically
better,
what the Iron
raging
Harvest
boner
gameplay
hiding.
is all about. But we also felt that there was something else missing in many RTS games, and you guys agreed with us in the survey. It's time for another really great RTS campaign. We've been hard at work with Jakub to evolve the world of 1920+, and to develop new units and heroes for Iron Harvest. We came up with an epic story and 3 overarching campaigns,
That's
one for
cool.
each playable faction in the game. We're passionate developers with over 15 years of experience, and we've already got 3 successful Kickstarter campaigns under our belt. But no game before has energized everybody involved as much as Iron Harvest has. This is our dream
The
project,
character
and
models
we're
in this
well
game
on our
look really
way.
cool.
We've built a strong
Whether it's
foundation
mechs
for the game
or,
over the
like, the
past year.
commanders.
We found our visual style, evaluated different technologies, and we've got an early demo up and running already. The next step is to start working on the campaigns, to implement multiplayer, and to expand our asset production. But to make this happen, we need your help. With your support, we can stay independent and come up with an uncompromised version of our vision. So first, we want a strong focus on great campaigns, including state-of-the-art in-game cinematics. We also want to add a co-op mode and competitive multiplayer modes. We need skirmish and challenge maps for single player, and most importantly, we need the time to do the job right. In return for your help, you'll not only get a better game, you'll also get it at a discount during the Kickstarter campaign. You'll also have the opportunity to buy special editions of the game, and depending on your pledge, you'll be able to play alpha and beta versions of the game far in advance of everybody else. This is the most exciting project we've ever worked on, and the response has been unbelievable. We hope you're as excited about Iron Harvest as we are, so please support our Kickstarter and tell your friends about it. Thank you.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Wouldn't want to be that guy.
Fuck that guy.
That guy is so squished.
Iron Harvest, iron-harvest.com/Kickstarter, guys, is their website that they're going with, rocking right now. I gotta back, for some reason, I always have to back all the way out. I'm back in it now. They're looking for $450,000 US. They're out of Boston, Massachusetts, where they got the khakis. That's car keys for all the rest of you Americans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
And they currently have $480,788 with 6,092 backers to go. 30 days ago, guys.
So you can get in on this if you want.
Yeah. So we are looking at $10 gets you a thank you. It gets you a $10 voucher for Iron Harvest in the King Art Shop monthly production updates. Our thanks and a virtual hug. Your name in the game's credits. $45 gets you the digital deluxe edition, which is digital edition of the game, and access to closed beta, access to closed Iron Harvest feedback community, your name in the game credits. We're gonna jump to the big granddaddy of them all. $2,000 US. Meet the team. You will get everything from the You in the Game edition. Also, the Iron Harvest team, including Jacob, welcomes you at the biggest gaming show on the planet, Gamescom 2019 in Cologne, Germany. You will get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to On the Floor and join us for an awesome dinner. Travel expenses and hotel are not included.
I just took a big sip of that beer, and I got goosebumps. Goose Island gives goosebumps. All right.
It also is very good at hiding raging boners.
I'm not hiding it. I'm wearing it proudly. You know, if I had a huge boner, what would I do with it? I'd wiggle it.
Not while we record the podcast.
No. I would wiggle my cock. And a cock is a chicken. And Chicken Wiggle is a game that's being kickstarted for Nintendo
Not
Switch.
at my house.
I was trying to transition. So my next Kickstarter is called Chicken Wiggle. It's a game, a Chicken Wiggle workshop. And the developer's going to be horrified if he ever hears this.
We're tagging the shit out of this.
All right, well,
Watch
hey.
me while Chicken Wiggle work my workshop.
All right, so this is actually already a game on 3DS.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's going to be an updated version with polygonal graphics instead of just sprite graphics for the Nintendo Switch. I'm letting him talk about it, though, because Chicken Wiggle Workshop gives you all sorts of ideas, doesn't it? Atooey.
Hi, my name is Jules Watcham. I'm the
Sorry,
owner
Jules.
here at
I didn't mean to
Kwippy.
wiggle my
I've been
chicken at you.
making games now for, over 25 years on
got
titles such
Mario in
as
the
Mutant Mudds, Zeo Drifter, and even NBA Jam back in the
I actually own
Nintendo
several of those games, like
days.
Zero Drifter.
I really
And
love
NBA
game
Jam.
development, but unfortunately it comes with a financial risk. So that is why we have come to Kickstarter for
Wiggle,
our
wiggle.
next project. We got a fantastic response on Twitter from this idea, which was very encouraging. So let's get to the game. Chicken Wiggle Workshop. Originally released on the Nintendo 3DS, we want to take Chicken Wiggle from its humble pixel art beginnings and allow it to shine on the Nintendo Switch with this beautiful new
Shine that
hand-painted
wiggle.
artwork. If you're a fan of the original pixel art, that will also be included. You'll be able to easily
I think it's
toggle
cool that you can
between
switch
the new
back and forth
HD
between the
art
two art
and the
styles.
retro pixel art.
Yeah, that's really cool.
We decided to use Kickstarter for Chicken Wiggle Workshop because we want to
Chicken
go
Wiggle
the
Workshop.
extra mile and enhance the overall
that's
look
cool.
of the game for the Nintendo Switch. This extra work costs more money though.
What?
We're
Artists
extremely
don't work for
excited
free?
about
What the
bringing
hell?
Chicken Wiggle Workshop to the Nintendo
Chicken Wiggle
Switch,
Workshop.
but we need your help to make that happen. But wait, there's more.
Wiggle.
Chicken Wiggle Workshop.
If you buy
is more
one,
than
you get
just
one
a
for
super
free.
fun
Only pay
platform
shipping and
adventure
handling.
game. It is a level
Wiggle, wiggle.
building and sharing tool. The level editor in the game is very powerful and really easy to use. Once you're happy with your
This
level
could be fun.
creation, you're just a
Like,
few
I could send you a
button
fuck you
presses away
level.
from sharing
Fuck
it
you, Zach.
online.
You're not going to beat this level.
Last we checked, there
Oh, we
already
can send
well
fuck you
over
levels to
1,000
each other.
Unique levels that have been uploaded from
Wiggle
the
way out of
Nintendo
this
3DS
sack.
version. All of these will be accessible on the Nintendo
My cock
Switch.
smashed through your
playable
level,
with
Tim.
the new HD art or the
I'll
retro
smash
art.
your cock with my next
It's your
level.
choice.
Ouch.
For more information on Chicken Wiggle Workshop,
I'll wiggle
check
out of it.
Our Kickstarter page has the Kickstarter rewards and stretch goals and all kinds of fun stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I'm gonna
and
stretch
thank
my
you for
wiggle.
your support.
Well, Tim, why don't you talk about it a little bit?
Sure. So as you heard, he's developed several other games, including an original version of this on 3DS. He's just looking for money on Kickstarter to develop all the new art for it and all the cool workshop features. The workshop part, I don't believe, was part of the 3DS version. So he's asking for $30,000. He's got $19,361 with 983 backers. Still got 21 days to go. $5 gets you backer credit and wallpaper. $10 was the early bird for the game. Too bad, all gone. 600 backers got that. $15 now gets you the game, including wallpaper images, download code, and a backer credit. There's a digital soundtrack version. There's 2 games for $30. Skipping up to the Granddaddy VIP Wrap Party Access. You and your +1 are invited to join us in Austin, Texas for celebration. Meet the
Yo, Chicken Wiggle in the house!
I've always wanted to go to Austin, Texas. Meet the team, play the final game.
Wait, why the fuck you want to go to Austin, Texas?
It's a fun town. Look it up sometime. Travel logic not included, but the level for $500, which is insane. Backer credit, wallpaper images, game download code, digital soundtrack, digital art book, limited edition T-shirt, signed printed art book, level designer credit, and VIP party access. There are we also have a big party. He's got 100 of these available, and there's 4 backers already.
Holy shit.
So cool. It could be fun. I can only imagine what a chicken wiggle party looks like. Wiggle your
Show
chicken.
me your chicken wiggle.
All right, those are our Kickstarters for this week.
No, I got one more.
There's so many. One more, kick it.
Yep.
Kick it for us.
All right, so I like this podcast called Sword and Scale.
Yes, you do.
So I went for Sword and Souls. I'm going to let them talk about it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jaron Frost, and this is my card game, Swords and Souls.
We kind of did the same Kickstarters this week, sort of.
Swords and Souls is a fast-paced combat card game. In this game, you are fallen adventurers trapped in the underworld, fighting each other for a chance to return to the life you left behind. Players take turns drawing attack cards from their own personalized decks and playing them against each other. Unless your opponent defends themselves with a block or dodge card, they'll take damage. Causing damage to other players gets you cold hard cash, which you can use to buy even more cards for your own collection. And, of course, each card has special properties that let you build your own streamlined combat strategy. The first player to kill 3 of their friends is the winner. It's a bit violent, but it's a lot of fun. I started working on Swords and Souls shortly after the Kickstarter campaign for my previous card game, Villages. I wanted to design a game that had cards with very clear and simple purposes. A sword card that lets you attack someone, a shield card that lets you defend yourself. I really enjoyed the combat mechanics of the card game Bang, and I also wanted to try designing a game with a deck building mechanic like Dominion, so I incorporated some elements of those into my new game too. After years of testing, tweaking, and a lot of distractions, I'm back at it again and I'm ready to finish what I started. I hope you guys enjoy playing Swords and Souls as much as I've enjoyed designing it. We've set our campaign goal to be able to get Swords and Souls printed from a major manufacturer. Going above and beyond that would help us do things like reprint Villages, get our games onto Amazon, start developing apps and video games, and a whole bunch more. We've got this long list of stuff that we want to create, and we hope that you'll like them too. Be sure to check out the stretch goals and add-ons below to see how you can help us out. Alright, enough about us. Check out the rest of the campaign info, and consider sharing this video with your friends if you like what you see. Thanks!
You're shaking your head no, you don't like it?
I'm not going to share it. You can share it.
I mean, we share every single Kickstarter campaign on our
Fine.
page. And on Instagram, too. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed I share every single Kickstarter campaign?
Yes, you've done really good.
Or Instagram, Kickstarter campaign on Instagram. That's what I'm trying to say.
That was a good word jumble you made there.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's Sword and Souls. It seems interesting. It's like a dumbed down version of Magic almost.
Yeah, I can sort of see that. Except, yeah, it seems like there's some different play mechanics going on there.
A little bit, but not much.
I don't see tapping mana, for example.
No, there's no tapping mana, but you have to buy cards to add to your deck. It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, maybe.
I will say I wasn't super impressed with the art.
The art's super plain.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah. But that is Swords and Souls, guys. Earn your escape from the underworld by fighting your former friends in the fast-paced combat card game.
Your friends in hell.
They're looking for $16,000 US. They only have $5,020 in hell.
Hey, that's my line, dick.
Stole it. 186 backers. And the game is Digital Demon. You can print and play.
No, fuck that.
Okay, well, we'll go to the next one. Soulcraft, $20 US. One copy of Swords and Souls delivered straight to you via a puff magical fire or your local post office, whichever is more practical.
So, is this a game where you'd have to buy more cards after the original?
Kind of fucking sounds like it.
Okay, just checking.
So, but we're gonna jump. There's another $20 backer level. What the hell is that one? Homes Fire, Salt Lake City locals or travelers only. Skip the shipping and pick up one copy of Sword and Skill at our launch party. Stay tuned for details. So if you guys are in Salt Lake City, Utah, Mormons represent.
I'm out.
You can go to the launch party for $20.
What's the big backing level?
Underworld Elite. Can you guess? Can you guess the price? $10.
$666.
Lower.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. What the hell? How much is it?
$100 US.
Okay, they should have made just one 600. Oh, I forgot he's Mormon. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe he's not Mormon, but he lives in a Mormon town. He probably has 3 wives. The Ultimate Underworld Getaway Package includes one copy of Sword and Souls signed by Hades, a special message from Beyond the Grave, a premium black t-shirt featuring the Sword and Souls logo, and a 1-hour video chat with the game's designer, Jaron, or whatever his name was again. Jaron. I hate when people have names I don't know how to pronounce.
Like Stefan?
Like Steven.
Okay.
Stephen Hawkins, you dumbass.
Pardon me. How could I be so naive?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Stephen Hawkins. Shipping charges will be added in making your pledge. So, from that, I'm gathering he's not Mormon.
Okay. I don't care if he is or not. I don't know. I'm going to stop talking trash about his game. Does it look good to you?
I mean, it looks fun.
Okay, cool.
So,
play if you get it. I'll play it with you one time,
All right, that sounds good.
at least once.
Okay, cool.
And if I like it, I'll play it more. But
Okay,
I'll play. Oh, we should get that Dare game though.
we need to get the Dare
kinda-
game. It's expensive as fuck, though.
$25 isn't terrible.
No, but we want the expansion.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
All right, you ready to talk some news?
No, we did that. How about
Wait.
games we've been playing?
Oh, that's right.
We played some games.
Sort of.
You said you played some games.
I mean, I said I played some games.
I played some games. Whatever. I played some freaking games.
There's more on your list than there is on mine.
Whatever.
There is more on your list than there is on mine.
Okay.
You probably played more than me.
This is not a new thing. This is pretty common. This is why we've dropped this section way down on our show. Because I play video games. This was originally a video game podcast, but it was problematic because you don't always play video games.
Not always.
Not so much.
No.
You played something, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we had a fucking fun time.
That's good. That's more important.
Yep.
So we talk about the games we played?
Yeah, talk about the games we've been playing.
Okay. All right, so I played some Titanfall 2.
How was it?
It was fun.
Yeah?
What's really cool about the game is how fluidly you move through the environment. Like, you don't have to think about, like, how do I get over there? You just kind of do it.
Did you play Titanfall 1?
Not at all.
Okay.
Titanfall
1 was kind of about the same.
Titanfall 1 was a multiplayer only. I'm not even playing multiplayer.
Oh, that's true.
playing
That's
the
true.
campaign.
This is campaign only.
And no, it's not campaign only.
No, I mean, you're playing campaign only.
I'm playing campaign only. I picked this up for $5 brand new. And
It's
this
not a bad price.
No, this campaign is worth $20.
Really?
It's a good campaign. They put some work into it.
Well, fuck, I gotta
It's
borrow
really
this after
cool. Like
done.
you're like this random foot soldier who gets dropped into a war zone and like just shit goes sideways really fast. And like the pilots are like these elite, like super trained combat soldiers that have access to these Titans. Or Titan, are they called Titanfall?
They're calling Titans.
Okay. And
Because they fall.
Yeah, this mission goes bad. This Titan pilot gets killed, but before he dies, he transfers ownership of his Titan to you.
Well, that's cool.
It's cool, and the story is, it's enough to keep things moving along, and it does a good job of like teaching you how to do things without over tutorializing.
Nice.
And you just flow through the environment like butter. Like wall running is really cool and intuitive.
It's fun, huh?
It's fun,
Yeah.
and you don't have to like, okay, what button do I push? Like, they have figured out the controls, like, so they're intuitive and natural, and, like, that is a stark contrast to the other game I'll talk about next, which is very old school Japanese, like, okay, what the fuck button do I push to do this again? Just everything just...
Is this on PS4?
It is on PS4, and you're going to borrow this when I finish the campaign.
Yeah, no, I definitely will, because I played Titanfall 1 on PC.
I want you to at least try out the campaign. Like, I don't...
I'll play the campaign.
I know you're going to play multiplayer because you don't go online.
Yeah, I don't go online with PS4.
But you should freaking try this.
Yeah, I'll play the campaign. I love Titanfall 1.
I've heard it's like 4 to 6 hours, so it's pretty short.
Nice. That's
I'm
not
only
bad.
about 1 to 2 hours into it.
Nice.
But I'm enjoying it so far. So
that's saying a lot for FPS with you.
Yeah, because it's fun. It's like you're always moving forward, and you got
Do you get weapon upgrades? Or does it kind of just like give you new weapons?
Yes and no. The pilot himself just picks up weapons.
Okay.
But you upgrade the weapons for your Titan.
So you don't get to choose a loadout each
No, you
mission.
can switch your loadout like on the fly and like go with different loadouts. Whenever you pick up new ones, you can switch between them.
So it like saves it, like you have that game whenever, or that gun whenever now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
okay, cool.
I've already switched between 2 different ones because I had this boss fight and the loadout I had wasn't working, so I switched to something else.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I really like it.
Well, that's impressive.
And I like that
I really didn't think you were going to.
Well, and I like that it's short, so I can probably get through this in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
For me, sadly, I only have like 1 or 2 hours a week to play.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I really like the fluidity of the like you just like float around the levels like.
You still grappling up to your like Titan?
Yeah, and like the wall running and then sliding on the ground. It's like you're a freaking ninja.
Yeah.
You're like this badass.
That's cool.
It's really cool. So stark contrast to that is the other game we're playing, which is Shadow of the Colossus, and I beat 2 Colossus this week.
So do you feel bad yet?
I do. Like every time you kill Colossus, like they stumble and like slowly, majestically fall down and crash to the earth. And then you're like, you tumble out of the way or whatever. But then like this black goo, like encircles you and then it bursts out of your mouth and your chest and you fall around unconscious. And then you wake up in the main temple and there'll be like shadowy figures looking over you. So the first time you kill a Colossus, there's one shadowy figure looking at you. Then when you kill 2, there's 2 shadowy figures looking over you. Like, it's messed up what you're doing. And then back when you're out running around the world on your horse, if you look up in the sky, you'll see shining points, like piercing the sky, and like there's these swirling vortexes where they touch the sky. And those piercing points come from where you killed the Colossus. It feels like you're kind of destroying the world by killing these guys.
You're fucked up. Stop playing this game. Do not beat this game.
You know what? I did stop playing this game.
I know, you did last time.
I got pretty far, and I was like, I didn't feel good. Like, you want to save your girlfriend or whatever, and this is what this god is asking you to do, is kill these things, and he'll save your girlfriend. But it's very clear that what you are doing is not right. Like, these Colossus are protecting the world.
Think of it this way. If your significant other were to die, Tim...
Initially, yes.
What would you do?
I would definitely kill the first Colossus, the second Colossus, the third Colossus. But, I mean...
What about the fourth,
would you kill everybody in the world to save...
Yes.
What if that meant that... Yeah, she survives, and then she dies an instant later because the world gets destroyed.
I mean...
It's kind of counterproductive.
I mean, but I'm okay. It's fine.
It's an interesting
I did what I had to do.
It's an interesting moral quandary that you don't see in video games very often. I'm like I said, I'm only in the third Colossus right now. So I beat the one that was on a plateau. I think it's actually in the box art. He's holding a giant
Did you push it off the plateau? You're just like, fuck you.
No, that's the thing. You have to figure out how to kill each one, and each one's different. This one you have to like taunt him, so he drops his club on you, and then you run up the club.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So
does it look way more beautiful than you remember?
Oh my god, it looks amazing.
Does it?
In HDR with the up-res graphics, it looks really good.
Good.
It looks like Hyrule Field, like in HD, like amazing. There is definitely DNA of Zelda in this game.
Really?
And I think it circled back around. I think Shadow of the Colossus honestly affected some of the design of Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like, there's kind of a circular thing going on there. But back to the controls, it's not intuitive. Like, to get on the horse is triangle. That's also what spurs the horse. But, like, at one point, if you kill these little lizards and eat their tails, you get more grip strength. I killed this lizard, and I could not for the life of me figure out what I needed to do to pick up the lizard tail and eat it. And I finally had to
use your hand.
I did.
Shove it in your fucking face.
Well, that's the thing. I had to find the control on the cross pad to put away my sword, so I was on the hand icon. And then it was this whole thing. It was not.
That's not intuitive.
Not at all intuitive. So it's got the clunky old Japanese-esque controls, totally opposite that way from Titanfall 2. I just thought that was interesting.
That's weird.
Then the last game I played was, I'm kind of stealing your thunder, but I played the original Jackbox Party Pack.
Pack 1?
Pack 1.
Okay.
With my family. We played through all the games once on, I think, Friday night.
Nice.
I got a cough. So Word Spud. What the hell is the point of that game?
I mean, if you do it with the right group of people, it's fucking hilarious.
We just ended up making lots of poop jokes.
Yeah, well. For some reason, whenever your son plays that game, does he still answer only poop?
Yes.
Yeah.
We couldn't figure out quite the point of that game.
So, ours are hilarious.
Okay.
Because we fucking, we feed off of each other.
Okay.
But
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that progression.
But when you have every 4 words is poop, it doesn't go very fucking far.
I think it's kind of funny.
I mean, kind of, but
anyway, I stole your thunder. Why don't you tell me about your Jackbox experience? So
we played Jackbox Party Pack 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Wow.
Or wait, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
I took it the game night with guys.
Cool.
So instead of playing only Magic, we played probably about 4 hours of Jackbox.
Wow.
So you need to come over on a Friday night, even if it's only for like an hour or two, have a beer with us, and just play this.
Is Jackbox going to be part of the regular rotation at this point?
I believe so.
Cool.
There was 5 of us there last Friday, and we played this T-shirt Fury game. It's on Jackbox Party Pack 3.
Okay.
And it's fucking awesome.
I think I actually played that.
So you draw,
and then you match it with a logo.
Then you match it with
saying.
Saying, yeah.
Okay, I have played
And
that.
that's a lot of fun. We had a lot of dick ones in there.
Shocking.
Yeah, and we'll have some that we can't talk about on air, but I'll tell you about after.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when you can't talk about it, but you can talk about dicks.
I know. I'm struggling to imagine. We don't hold very many.
Nope, we don't, but I am not willing to go that far on this podcast.
If it's causing you to pause, I'm kind of scared, honestly, because you don't have much of a filter.
And I drew it, and it was my.
Okay, yeah, you tell me that later.
Yep. And so we played that. We also played this one where you're alive trying to escape a torture room, and then when you get the answers wrong, you die.
It's kind of like Saw in a way.
Yeah, kind of like Saw. It's a lot of fun. And then we played Word Spud. Word Spud was fucking hilarious. And then we also played like You Don't Know Jack and a bunch of other things. Anyway, so we did that. We also played Magic. That's the games I've been playing this week.
Okay, cool. Well, speaking of games, there are some new ones coming out this week.
Yep, game releases, guys. Lost in the Dungeon, March 12th, which was yesterday. PC, Danmuka Unlimited. Danmuku? Danmuku!
There's been 2 more of these, apparently.
Unlimited 3. Nintendo Switch.
I'm sure Q knows all about this.
Probably. Spiral Splatter, splattering of your spinal cord, Nintendo Switch.
Dexter,
Maybe.
Sim.
I've never seen Dexter. Coffin
God,
Dodgers,
you need to watch
Nintendo
it.
Switch. The 25th Ward, The Silver Case, PS4. The Council, PS4. Devil May Cry HD Collection, PS4. The Long Reach, PS4, Nintendo Switch. Pure Farming 2018, which I think Q at thebutonsmashers.com might be interested in this one, PS4.
I think it was a different farming
It
simulator.
was Farming Simulator.
But you might want to look into this one, you're right.
But QUBE2, PS4. The Raven Remastered, PS4. Tesla versus Lovecraft, PS4.
I'm probably going to get this game.
That definitely looks like you. Ghost of a Tale or Tale of a Ghost. You don't know? Neither do I. Let me know. PC. The American Dream. I'm Living It. PS4. The Way of Life Definitive Edition. PC. Surviving Mars. PC. PS4. Oh, did you hear about Mars? Somebody asked Flamethrower Guy.
Elon Musk.
Yep. If he ever planned on going and living in outer space.
Okay.
And he said, yes, within my lifetime, I will probably die in space.
I mean, that's why he's building SpaceX, yeah.
I mean, he did say that within...
He's already got his car there, waiting for him.
I think next year he's
I got my car there
I think
first.
next year he's actually launching the first people to Mars.
That's too soon.
No, I don't... I thought that too, but I'm pretty... you can Google this.
I will,
Pretty
that's
positive
way
he said
too
like
soon.
2019.
Nah. No way. We'll see.
I think so.
Well,
but
we'll
he
see.
also did say he expects a lot of people to die on the trip to Mars.
That's definitely going to happen.
Yeah. So at least he's being honest about it. Surviving Mars, okay, Neon Wall, Nintendo Switch, World, Neverland, Daily Life in Michael Jackson. No, I'm just kidding. Daily Life in Alina Kingdom. Nintendo Switch. Gem Smashers, Nintendo Switch. Maria the Witch, PS4. Gal Gunvolt Burst, PS4. Cluster Truck, Nintendo Switch. I love that game.
That's pretty fun.
Kirby Stars All Eyes. Allies. Nintendo Switch. Splatoon 2 Starter Edition. Nintendo Switch. What the fuck?
I don't know. How's that different than the normal edition?
No idea.
I'm kind of wanting to maybe check out the next one.
Splatoon 2, 3?
No.
Oh.
The next game.
Oh. Burnout Paradise Remastered.
I had fun with that on the 360. Did you ever play it?
Nope.
You like racing games. You never played?
Nope.
Oh my god, you got to get this one.
I was a Need for Speed kid. Ugh. PS4, Xbox One. Tokitori 2? Nope, that's just Tokitori 1, sorry.
Oh.
Nintendo Switch. Tesla versus Lovecraft, Nintendo Switch.
Oh, damn it, which system do I get it for?
Nintendo Switch.
Switch.
Click.
I might wait for a review on this one to see which one's better.
Last day of June.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch.
But it's coming out March 16th.
Yeah, it's
That's stupid.
fucking stupid timing.
If you're calling your game the last day of June, why would you release that June 30th or 31st?
No idea.
That's kind of weird.
Yep.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, scratches some kind of OCD itch for me. That I don't like it. Makes me want to wiggle.
Your worm?
My chicken.
Gotcha.
All right.
You ready to get out of here?
I'm ready to. Yes.
All right, sounds good, guys. That's it for this week on episode 182 of the Plug and Play podcast. Don't forget to check us out at facebook.com/Plug and Play show. Oh, that's the news.
You have some breaking news, Zach? Breaking news?
Breaking news, Tim. We're getting the fuck on out of here.
All right.
So, facebook.com/Plug and Play show. Twitter and Instagram at Plug and Play Cast. You guys can always check us over at thebuttonsmashers.com. And until next week, don't forget to plugandplaygamer.com as well.
Oh, whatever.
Don't forget to prime and shine.
Fuck daylight savings.
He forgot about the Nazis. They invented daylight savings, so by proxy, fuck them.